Welcome back to the official GeekSpeak podcast. I'm your host, Sean, and joined as always is my co-host, Josh Agent Tinsel, Rudy Rudolph. And this is a podcast where we watch movies, make movies, play games, and more. What else can you ask for? Happy holidays!
Whoa!
You are now Agent Tinsel, and I am Agent Ornament. Would you prefer being Tinsel or an ornament?
There's other things that you can. I guess I'll.
Fine, you can say be Tinsel. I'll be Captain Stocking. Welcome to Christmas!
Ooh! Christmas!
Last year, we had an interesting thing we did for the episode.
That was a fun one.
Josh, again, does not know what we're doing this episode again. Every year, when we do Christmas now, I let him just blind react to our topic, and it's getting weirder.
To be fair, this seems how it is for most episodes. You just don't tell me what happens. You just tell me when we're recording, and I just show up.
Often, we do research first on the episode and watch a movie or something. But this time, we'll get to it. But first, we have to deal with our news. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. You can join our Discord down below to talk to us in real time, tell us your thoughts and opinions, or tweet at us, or email us, whatever you want to do. You know, keeping the vibes alive. But today, we are here to talk about fun things. We got trailers ahoy. We got things ahoy. I don't say ahoy. I meant to say aboard. I know. What's the word I'm looking for?
Huh?
Trailers abound? That's probably it. Shit's happening.
I was like, you didn't know the words. They're just like trailers ahoy. Woo!
We're gonna start with 28 years later trailer. I have not seen 28 days later, so this is a major spoiler.
I've not seen either of those movies, so this,
cool.
But you got Aaron Taylor Johnson, who needs a win after Kraven the Hunter. You got Danny Boyle.
I have thump news.
Oh boy! But you got Danny Boyle coming back to direct. Good director, like it. Apparently, this was all shot on like an iPhone 16 or something like that, so it definitely has a very interesting visual aesthetic to it. I'm here for it. I'm curious what it's going to be like.
I just got a text from my friend saying, "Lay off the crack cocaine this Christmas, will you, Grandma?" And they said, "Whoops," and then sent us my grandma. So I'm not even going to respond to that, but I'm very curious about the competition going on with him and his grandma. Anyway, yeah, I like the kind of like plaguey zombie stuff in general in media. I think it's kind of fun, and not everyone does. But so I will watch the first one and the second one. And I'm not shocked because about a spoiler in the first place. That's the thing. I'm not actually that surprised. Yeah. So, yay! We get to see more Cillian Murphy and things. Woo. That's always cool. We have news about a retitling. Basically, goes back to our last episode about Wicked. We now have and we have Wicked Part 1, and now we have Wicked for Good. I hate it. I hate when it's a Dead Reckoning again.
But at least with Dead Reckoning, they changed it to something cool. This one is just like, I get it, but also that's stupid.
Here's the thing with this. I think that the one excuse I can give is that Wicked #1 official name movie is still Wicked. Well, it's only Part 1 on the screen title card.
Yeah, but that still means when you watch the movie, that shows up. You're just like, oh, so that's what it's called.
And then when we watch this, there's a chance it could still have the movie officially called Wicked for Good, and we could see Wicked Part 2 in theaters, or even in the theater screen, we could have Wicked Part 2 for Good. There could be a way to still have a Part 2 in the actual screen, but I don't know.
There was some Sicario 2. I will never forget that movie. Went through like 3 different title changes for some reason. I don't know why it did.
How about Edge of Tomorrow's title changes?
Okay, that's more so them taking the tagline of it and being like, oh, that's gonna be the title, kind of.
Yeah, it was a good bad choice for a title.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Just keep it at Wicked Part 2. Make it everyone's lives
Wicked,
easier.
The threesome continues.
That'd be like calling Dune Part 2 Dune Lisa and Al Gaib. Like, it would just confuse everyone.
No, nay.
I'm gonna give it a nay.
Let's get into some Malcolm in the Middle news, which is the first I've ever had on this podcast.
All right, I'm not familiar.
Are you aware of this? It has been confirmed for revival.
Oh, neat. Like full revival?
Here's the catch. It was announced originally as Malcolm in the Middle is returning. Now we know it's going to be 4 episodes, so probably a 2 hours long event.
Okay.
But the revival will follow Malcolm and his daughter as Hal and Lois demand their presence for their 40th wedding anniversary party, which is so good.
That sounds exactly like something his parents would do.
And the fact that this being only 4 episodes is so in spirit of them demanding this anyway, the characters. It's like, no, you will come back, Malcolm. And then, of course, we have to see us again because it's like, fine, we're being forced back again. We'll get a television version of it too. This feels very fun.
I'm very happy that, obviously, I'd be very surprised if for some reason Bryan Cranston said no to it. I don't know
He's
why
fun.
he would. He's very underrated as a comedic actor, in my opinion, because everyone knows him now as Walter White and his dramatic stuff. But like, the dude is hilarious. He has amazing comedic timing. I'm so excited to see not just him come back, but everyone from the show come back.
Malcolm in the Middle news, cool.
Woo!
We got Henry Cavill's doing some stuff.
Cool.
It's not Superman.
I would be concerned if it was.
Although I saw someone say they wanted to have the OG DCEU Justice League cast be the new Crime Syndicate, like the alternate Earth version, the evil versions. I think that'd be kind of fun. Besides Ezra and Gal.
I just want them to stop trying to be. I just want them to stop, please.
No, I think it's a funny compromise. Is the idea of just bringing them back as just evil versions.
No, the issue with it is that by doing that,
they'll ask for more.
They'll ask for more. They'll be like, oh, well, they'll do this. They'll bring them back as the characters, and they'll never stop. Even though Henry Cavill is just like, please stop for the love of God.
It wouldn't just on paper. That's kind of a fun idea.
The idea, yes, it is fun.
So he loves Warhammer 40K.
He does. He's a very big nerd, despite his muscular mass.
The live-action Warhammer 40K TV series is officially moving forward at Prime Video, and Henry Cavill will star and executive produce it.
Good for him.
So he will have a lot of control, making sure it's as accurate as he wants it to be as a giant fan.
I've heard the lore of Warhammer is pretty interesting and neat. I've never played the tabletop games because that's not my thing, but apparently the books are really good, and I've heard some of the video games are also pretty good.
I do want to force Josh onto a live GeekSpeak D&D show, though, once.
That'd be a mistake for everyone involved.
No, we could get so silly. I would DM you, we bring in some friends, we and my fiance, we could just have a good time. Maybe we'll all just eat some popcorn, have some snacks, and I just send you through a cinematic experience.
See, the thing with me though is that I don't know how D&D works, so
that's fine.
It'd be the most chaotic thing ever.
No, you just roll dice and ask questions and improv. That's the fun part. Okay, Josh, but yay or not nay on him? Let's go moving forward with him as a star and an executive producer.
I'll give it a yay. I liked his version of Witcher, even though there were differences between like the books and that version. But he obviously has a deep love for this, so I think that he's going to want to do the best that he can with making it as good as it possibly could be.
And you know how we're getting an American Psycho reboot, right?
Yes.
Actually, technically, it's not. It's a new adaptation of the book.
Yeah.
Which is a different thing.
That's the thing a lot of people don't seem to understand is that this is not remaking the Christian Bale movie. This is just another adaptation of the book.
So they officially cast Patrick Bateman.
I heard about this, and I don't know how to feel about this yet.
As Austin Butler, who I think is a great actor.
He's a great actor. I love him when he gets to play weird freaks.
Dune 2,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. When he's playing weird freaks, he is fantastic. And I'm not saying that
this is a weird freak.
That's true. And it's not that he's bad in Elvis. I don't think he's bad in Elvis. But when he's not playing a weird freak, he's just playing. To me, it seems like a different version of like that Elvis charisma, and like not just because of his voice. So I'm very curious to see what he does with this, and I'm also just curious to see.
Time to kill. Please use that same accent, please. Use the Elvis accent as Patrick Bateman the whole time.
Oh Lord.
God. But yes, go on.
But since Luca Guadagnino is going to be the one that's directing this, I'm very curious to see what direction he takes it in, because the book apparently has a lot more homoeroticism like to it and like undertones and stuff like that, and like that's always been present in Luca's films, at least since Call Me by Your Name. So I'm very curious to see what it's going to be like.
Have you seen Suspiria?
I've not, but I've heard great things.
I have seen only challenges by him so far. I really wanted to see Bones and All last year, 2 years ago. But
that's an interesting movie.
It looked it would look very fascinating. I'm really excited for a queer this year.
Yeah, I might see that tomorrow. I had to drive to Tyson's Corner to see it, but I might be able to see it tomorrow.
But anyway, I am interested in this. I think it will be directed well regardless.
Oh, for sure.
And I am very curious to see how it's going to go. I think the first movie is fine. I think I gave like 8 out of 10 on watching. I think it's objectively a good movie, but I don't love the vibe as much.
I need to give it a rewatch because when I first saw it, I didn't fully get it. Like once you get to the third act and like everything kind of starts going bananas, like I was like, the hell is happening here right now?
So I have a bias against like Fight Club, American Psycho, that kind of genre of satire movie where all the bros unapologetically love.
where they don't understand the symbolism of it
Because
all.
or even if they do, it's like, yo, this is my shit. I love this, man. And it's like, okay, it's so deep, and I get this satire and stuff. I'm against it, but it's like this is my thing. I'm like, that's just not my vibe. I'm
Which
like,
is also
okay, cool. Can I go watch Muppets then? With my friend.
Which is funny because like I've now seen both Fight Club and American Psycho, and like I feel like those movies are pretty crystal clear about the like people that it's portraying, and like the fact there are so many people that are just like, yeah, that's me. I'm just like, that should concern you more than anything else, my guy.
Even when they love it, even when they get it and they still love it, like that's my favorite movie of all time. It's so deep and stuff. Like I don't think either of those movies do things as well as other movies do.
I think Fincher has made far better films than Fight Club. I don't get why so many people say like that's like
Are you
the
a Gone
best
Girl
movies.
fan?
A Gone Girl? I love Gone Girl. That movie's great.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch that soon. Let's get to some Scream 7 news.
Why is there more? Please stop.
It's 3 people being cast, including the return officially of Courtney Cox is coming back.
I mean, I get it, but also
I guess spoilers for Screams 1 through 6. Just saying right now, if you've seen Scream 1 and then if she keeps appearing, sorry, she's back again.
This goes back to my problem of bringing both her and Sydney back again. Why won't it stop for either of them at this point?
I have more casting news. I have 2 more. We have another return of Mason Gooding, who was in the only member of the Core 4 returning.
That's what?
Which I believe he will not be the first kill.
That's
okay.
This
guy, yeah. I don't remember his character's name.
I mean, he was fine in the movies, but like that's so
he's good, but like, well, it's because Melissa and Jenna aren't coming back.
Yeah.
And then I think the other girl who played his sister also I think isn't returning.
Yeah, it's either for obvious reasons or she might be filming Yellow Jackets because I know she's in that. So that could be a reason.
It also could be obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I think he'll just be a first kill. Is my assumption. Otherwise, I don't think you bring back one member of the Core 4 and then he'll be slaughtered.
But again, like just this existing now and going back to the original cast and saying goodbye to the new cast is just like, that makes me go like, why should I give a shit about this? Because like they were clearly supposed to be the new faces of the franchise going forward, and now because of everything that's been happening, I'm just like, I have no interest.
Hold on, you want it to get worse?
Please tell me.
We have a first new cast member introduced here, and it's make you sad because they're fantastic actors.
Oh no,
and they shouldn't be in this. McKenna Grace.
Oh, come on.
Right? And this is, again, for any new audiences, remember, there's a lot more history to this whole story, why we're upset by this. We both love the Scream franchise.
They're great
movies.
movies.
There's nothing against Scream. It's against Spyglass, the company specifically, the parent company.
Yeah.
And they're fighting Melissa Barrera for speaking out against Palestine's genocide, which is now becoming a more and more popular opinion to hold in Hollywood anyway. They originally said that we will rehire you.
Wait, of popular in which way?
I think it's becoming more and more okay to say that. What she's
saying. Good to know. Because I've been off the internet for like a month. I've not been following stuff.
I don't think it's still, of course, very controversial and stuff. I think it's becoming more accepted than it was even 6 months ago. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not saying it is or isn't fully, but Josh and I are both very pro-Palestine. Yeah. And I think anyone who's watching what's happening actually without being just following news media, but actually seeing what's happening live, it's pretty devastating. And not bring us all down again, but that's what this is relevant to. And that's why Melissa Barrera left and Jenna Ortega left in solidarity with that. It's like, if you were going to fire her over this, I'm standing with her. And then they got Sidney Prescott actress back, Neve Campbell, and just offer her more money. And that's great.
And again, like, if we're just looking at this from the narrative perspective of these movies at this point, what new things can they do?
The whole point of Scream is being satirical moving forward, and often is very meta about the world, about horror around it in other movies, and now this kind of goes against the whole idea.
It really does. Like, and apparently Scream, the original idea when the director of Happy Death Day was going to be making it was going to be like set at Christmas, and it was going to be like, all this other stuff. And like that combination of like, obviously the new cast, the director of Happy Death Day and Freaky, and like putting it at Christmas, that could have been insanely fun.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on from this though. So, nay. But let's go to other horror news. Ready for any update about fun things?
Sure.
Because what's more horror-y than the Spunk universe?
It's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
With Craven, it appears that they are done
Thank God.
with standalone villain movies outside without Spider-Man. However, with that noted, apparently, according to Variety, Sony was never prevented in any way from having Spider-Man appear in the villain spin-off movies. They just chose not to use him. Which, kudos to you for actually not just pulling Tom Holland away.
It's very funny because I remember when like those details were revealed like several years ago, and I was just like, when are they going to do this? And the fact they never did is really, really funny to me.
And having him more officially confirmed now again is nice. Like, okay, cool. I think they should have. I think they absolutely should have made a second Spider-Man.
I think that just would have led to more people being confused than anything else.
Make it Miles. Nothing in that universe.
I don't want him to interact with them.
Sure, I understand that, but I'm saying before they got weirdly weird about the habit, because if Venom had Spider-Man in it initially, it could have been better going strong point.
Yeah.
So just if you had that, and eventually you could have that, they could have our MC Peter pulling that Miles and stuff. That would have been interesting. But no, so it's all done, and Spider-Man could have been there, but he's not. I don't know how to give this yay or nay.
After watching Craven, which in my opinion is the worst of them, not because like it is like I think Madame Web and Morbius are both worst made movies, but those are really, really fun to watch. Craven, I was bored out of my goddamn mind the entire time, and it's just like,
Did it break your back?
No, this time thankfully not.
Madame Web. I want to watch it again.
I want to watch it again.
Madame
so
Web
bad.
will come up later in our episode.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Haley Atwell news.
Haley Atwell.
Actually, hold on, we're not gonna do that yet. Let's talk about some DC stuff for a second, okay?
Let's go for the surprisingly the more positive side. The weird change that's been happening between the studios is very interesting to me.
For a new movie officially slated to come out right after Supergirl.
After Supergirl? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It will be Clayface.
Ooh, yes, this one excites me.
It'll come out in theaters September 11th, 2026. 9/11. This is coming out.
All right, then.
It's described as DC's version of The Fly now.
Okay.
It will have only a $40 million budget.
Cool. Love
So
that.
they're going with, I think, guessing a lot more practical effects too.
Please.
Clayface is described as a horror tragedy with the character not painted as a villain.
Please let me
With Mike Flanagan is directing this, and he loved the episodes in the animated series focusing it, which is a very similar feel to it. He's writing it. Who, if you all do not know what Mike Flanagan is, he's written some other good horror stuff before that are very popular, like Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, Doctor Sleep, Midnight Mass, Fall of the House of Usher. So like he can do this.
In my opinion, he is the best horror filmmaker working today. So him just even being involved in this in any way, shape, or form has me very excited. I cannot wait.
I at this point think it'll probably might even be Alan Tudyk because
that'd be awesome.
He is Clayface voicing it in the Creature Commander show, and James Gunn said the characters will be the same across both mediums acting.
That makes me even more curious now to see how like all this stuff will like mesh together in different ways.
And this is confirmed to be the DCU, not the weird Matt Reeves stuff right now. This is confirmed to be the main universe.
Yeah.
So before we see Batman, we're seeing Clayface.
Which is also interesting. That makes me curious what the production pipeline for the Batman is right now.
Just to compare, MCU, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor. Well, sorry, Iron Man 2, but it was then Thor next. I think in the character-wise. We're getting Superman, Supergirl, Clayface as our first three characters set up.
No, technically, Creature Commandos is first. Then
okay, in the movies version. But this is a wild choice.
It's a wild choice, but I'm here for it. I mean, he said in his announcement last year of like what the first phase is gonna be is gods and monsters. I mean, it seems to be pretty fitting so far.
Now let's jump to what I was going to say about Haley Atwell now. Oh, yay or nay on the Clayface news?
Oh, hard yay. Very excited.
So let's talk about a movie coming out called Avengers Doomsday. Now returning with Anthony Mackie's confirmed to return, which is as Sam Wilson, which is good. I was expecting that, as well as Benedict Cumberbatch, returning as, of course, Stephen Strange. He said, "I'm really excited to not only work with the Russo brothers again, but to have Robert Downey Jr. returning as Doctor Doom. I think there's going to be some really cool developments ahead." But bullshit. But also, I believe his quote. He means that. But I mean, okay. It's also like I don't want to see Doctor Doom with RDJ again. But we have Doctor Strange back, as well as now Chris Evans is returning.
God damn it.
as we don't know officially what role, if it's going to be Human Torch again or not.
It's gonna be as a version of Cap. We know it.
Watch it just be Hydra Cap.
God.
And then also we have Haley Atwell coming back as Peggy Carter in some form, whether it be her corpse from the
It's gonna be Captain Carter. It is, and
which no one cares about.
And like the issue is that it's not Haley Atwell that's the issue. It's that they haven't made Captain Carter an interesting character because she had one episode, I guess two. I don't know. I never watched What If after season 1.
We have seen Peggy Carter die on screen 3 times.
I felt more emotion for her in Winter Soldier, like on her deathbed, than I did as any appearance of Captain Carter.
Because it's just the same story. All it does is prove that Bucky and Cap were gay. That's all after What If episode does. Because they took in the exact same position.
It's the exact same story.
It's same roles. They flip. All they do is change Bucky out for Steve Rogers, and they make it heterosexual, and now they're in love. But it's the same situation again. Okay, you just proved everyone's fan theory for 10 years. Cool. Also, this is just not interesting.
It really isn't.
Like, I get the idea of Doomsday and Secret Wars without being a big multiversal event. If she's literally just Peggy Carter, and we see old man, or we see young, like the cat that went back into the 40s, that's the only way I'm okay with this.
That's the only way I'm okay with this, but I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think they're taking a page from Deadpool and Wolverine's playbook, and they're being like, oh, let's bring back, actors as these different characters.
What do you think about these people returning, Josh?
It confirms
hold on. Doctor Strange, yes, yeah or nay?
I kind of expected that. I've got no...
Sam Wilson.
Sure, fine.
Chris Evans.
Chris, buddy. No, this one makes me mad because, like, after Red 1, he's doing a movie with Celine Song.
He's so much fun.
He's doing a movie with Celine Song, the director of Past Lives. Like, that's his next movie. He's doing a good movie next. And now he's jumping right back into Marvel next. I'm just like, buddy, please, stop it, please.
But if they're giving like $20 million, wouldn't you do it too?
I mean, fair. I understand, but still, it makes me mad.
When you had like a movie run that everyone hated, maybe it'd do something that people will like.
It wasn't. It was like two movies. People act like he's been doing like terrible things forever since Endgame ended. It's like he did Ghosted and Red 1. There was a Netflix movie too, but no one.
The Gray Man.
Oh shit, that's right. That's 3.
Hold on. We have his last appearances in order. Oh, this actually is pretty bad. Red 1, Deadpool and Wolverine. Which his appearance, it's not
that was a minor thing. I don't care. Yeah.
Ghosted, The Gray Man, Lightyear.
I don't think that was bad.
Fine. Don't Look Up.
He was
Free Guy.
I do not remember him being in.
Knives Out is good. Pain Hustlers.
No one watched that, so I don't care.
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Well, that's the thing. He's in things that either people aren't watching or people aren't liking very much. He's not wowing audiences currently in his films. That's the issue. I don't think it's not his fault. I think genuinely he's a great actor. Like in Red 1, he steals the show the entire time.
Like, he's very good. Defending Jacob, amazing miniseries. He is so good in that. I want to see him do more things like that, which is why I'm excited for him to be in the next Celine Song movie, and why this makes me sad. So
we have a few last things before we move on to our main topic today. Let's talk about a little rumor about Spider-Man. Bringing up the MCU here. Anya Taylor-Joy is reportedly being eyed for a Spider-Man 4 role via Daniel RPK. He's a decent scooper, actually. I don't follow a lot, but like, he is pretty good usually, as well as I think My Time in China Hello is okay. But if this is true, I could see Black Cat. I can see Gwen Stacy. I think that she would be a really good Black Cat.
Black Cat, yeah. I don't think they're gonna go for Gwen because Zendaya is confirmed to be in Spider-Man 4. So I would be surprised if they throw in a different romantic interest for him. But that could also be kind of interesting, but also you put Gwen in,
They don't need to be romantic. You can just be literally a college classmate for a while first.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look at this picture I sent you of her as Black Cat. Someone did.
Look, you know me and Black Cat. I have no issues.
You are a big Black Cat fan for a few reasons.
Yep, no issues.
And I do think that she could pull it off.
Oh yeah, for sure. After Furiosa, like, she's got great physicality. Like, I want her to do more action stuff. So I think that this could be a pretty interesting role if it is, Black Cat, which I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten in a movie yet. Because I know Anne Hathaway was supposed to for Spider-Man 4 back in the day.
I also was about to say Betty Brant, but she's also in the Homecoming movies, but she's not. I'm thinking about Spider-Man comic characters that I feel we haven't been properly introduced to yet. I don't know. I think there's a lot of characters that she could be.
If you're gonna get Anya Taylor-Joy, you're gonna make her a pretty big character.
If you're gonna do also Because I know they want to introduce Milo soon. They could have her be a Ghost Spider Gwen character. Introduce normal Gwen Stacy and have her be a variant later on. Would you be open to the idea of her coming into the MCU as a Spider-Man side or tangential character?
I would say yeah. Again, I hope that whatever it is, if she is confirmed, that
it's better than Madam Web.
Yes. Which is a shame because I think all those actresses as those characters could have done well, if it wasn't Sony.
The fact that we got Sydney Sweeney as Spider-Woman for literally one frame or something. I think all of them were literally in costume for one scene.
Oh, that was so hilarious. Funny to me. I love that.
Because she went in interviews talking about how she loved being in the suit and doing the action. You don't do any action in the suit. I guess a yay, and then we move on to the Batman news.
The
Batman. James Gunn says there has not been a first draft for the script for the Batman 2 yet. Matt Reeves is still working on finishing up a version, but there's not a finished draft yet. And this comes into the rumor reports we've been getting this week also, saying that, again, I'm reading off what has been reported, not technically what's been factual yet, but it's being reported that James Gunn wants to fold the Batman into the DCU officially. And that Pattinson's cool with it and wants it to happen. Matt Reeves is still skeptical. And so the reason they're trying to see if they can make the next draft weave in even more to their plan. And I am so down for this. I know you're not, but I am really down for that if that happens.
So here is, and I feel like we've probably talked about this before, but here is my reasons why I don't want it. Pattinson's Batman, you take the character by itself, great version, great character. I would love to see that specific version, interacting with the others. I don't buy his world is in this larger insane
You're
universe.
So wrong.
Okay, but we talked about this the other day. You said because one of your reasons was just you can't have characters like Riddler or Penguin be there and not be existing in the other universe. Think about the Dark Knight trilogy. That was as real as they got. They still had characters like that. And for that one, I don't buy that for a second being in any other universe but itself. You tell me that Superman's also flying around that world, I don't buy it for a second. I don't buy it here in this universe. I think it would be insanely cool to see Pattinson in the main DC universe. I can't see anything else being in his. But that's just me.
I think also we've seen, besides the Penguin show, we've seen 3 days of this snippet of a time, and we've only seen one part of the city really, and such a limited view of everything. I think if you just open up a little wider, we can see a lot more. It'd be interesting.
But also, I feel like Reeves has grounded it too much in reality for fanaticism, because we've also talked about that before.
What was that word?
Fanaticism. Am I thinking of the right word?
I don't know if that's the right word. Go on.
But any weird stuff, fantastical creatures or things like that.
Right.
I can't see Poison Ivy being in his universe. I can't see...
Well, let's see how Clayface goes, too.
Yeah.
So that might help merge it, too. We might see that working there. Because that could be a legit direct tie-in and everything as well.
I think that if he starts to lean more into those elements, it could possibly work. But again, as it is right now, I don't see it. I would love for Pattinson to be in the DC universe, and I think that could be an interesting starting ground for that universe's Batman. But again, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it could be... Well, no, never mind. I thought it was stupid. Never mind.
He's Arthur Flex Batman. I'm kidding.
God. Oh, God, Joker. Why are you making me remember Joker 2?
Well,
why are you making me remember?
It comes up again later.
Why?
Anyway, I give this rumor, overall for me a yay. Again, I'd like to see it fold in. I think it could really well. I think superheroes in comics are inherently silly. I think it's dumb to pretend it's not. And the more grounded you go, it can feel sometimes even sillier to me. It's we can just bring it in. I think it's fine. And I think if the Batman Part 2 leads into it even more, it'd be great.
Here's my final thing. I think that something like Tim Burton's Batman, in specifically Batman 1 and Batman Returns, I can buy that version in that Gotham City in a greater superhero universe. And I think it comes down to the way the world itself looks and feels, I guess, if that's a way to describe it.
See, that's the way the world looks and feels is how in the Batman feels so comic booky to me.
Yeah, but then the problem is the Penguin show is also even further in real reality with what I've seen.
And maybe part of that is also due to the fact that we have different points of view characters also. And Bruce is an edgelord and a little bit comic booky in his own head. He's I am the knight. It's that's literally his vibe. And I think we're seeing more of him will feel more comic booky, where seeing more of Oz might feel more real. Because in his head, it's I am the toughest guy. So I'm interested to see how it plays out here.
I just hope that if it does end up becoming true, that Gunn lets Reeves finish his trilogy how he wants.
I think that's the thing. I think that will be the one thing to persuade Reed is you can keep doing what you want to do here, but we're also going to keep playing around with these characters in this world.
Yeah.
I think that, yeah. But let's move on because we have news about DC as well, and with our main man David Corenswet, whose initials are DC, which I realized today.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. We have our Superman played by David Corenswet. I'm going to title this segment right here, Crypto Take Me Home, which is how I felt watching this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This teaser I've watched probably 60 times plus, as well as I've watched reactors to it. I've shown friends at work. I've seen people like literally scream and cry and giggle over this in person. It is heartwarming.
Like, it dropped the day after I had a pretty shitty night, and waking up and seeing that, God, that improved my day so goddamn much.
What we're talking about, we got the first teaser for Superman. Not Superman Legacy, Superman. Also, this had no title card in the teaser.
Oh yeah, because you don't need a title. You know what
you
this
don't need
is.
it for this. We know what the fuck we're doing here. Interesting things to note. We got Lex Luthor, bald boy, who went from playing the hairiest man to the baldest man, from Beast to Lex. We got Guy Gardner with the bowl cut.
Love it.
We have a made-up country in Boravia, which appeared in Superman #2.
Like the comic?
Yes. Which is fascinating, because in that issue, Superman's like, you two leaders, come here, I will make peace or I will kill you. Which is a fair threat. He actually did that twice, kind of. In Adventure, what was it? It's Superman was in his second appearance ever, pretty much, in Action Comics #2 and Superman #2, different lines of comics. He had both issues, went to war-torn countries, saw the problem. One of them, he said, you two leaders, I'm going to be putting you in the front lines of the battlefield, or you're fighting me, or you make peace. You choose. And the second one was like,
and just from this teaser, which has had almost no dialogue, I can get that vibe from Cornsweat's Superman. And also, this is something that I absolutely loved in the trailer, is like that little clip of like when you see the kid rise that makeshift flag that has Superman's symbol, and he's just calling for him. That to me gets the idea more than anything Snyder did.
They tried doing BBS with the rooftop symbol and stuff. And rising up. That was me, was like reaching out for a god. I need a friend. This is I need a friend. Help me.
Yeah. That was my issue with Snyder's approach to it. I don't think that I like the idea of like how that film was approaching it, but the fact that was the entire thing for Superman is why I didn't like it. But this, I fucking love this shit. That was amazing.
It's the same idea executed in a different angle.
Yeah.
And that's why it works.
Yeah.
We got to see Hawk Girl. We got to see Mr. Terrific, who is, of course, everyone knows, is the smartest man on Earth in DC.
Okay.
And so I'm very curious to see how that plays out here, because him being a stooge for Maxwell Lord, I'm not a huge fan of still, which is how I think it's going right now. With even had the running Lord Tech logos in their jackets for him and Guy and Shayara. That's Hawk Girl. And I do think that tracks for Guy, who is just douchebag, asshole. I think Guy Gardner is more complicated than that, for sure. I'm saying surface level for easier audience talking about, he's kind of just a dick. Shayara Hull, Hawk Girl, I think should, or Kendra Saunders, either name you want to go with. I think that she deserves better than being a stooge as well. I don't like the idea of either her or Judge Terrific being inspired by Clark to be like, that's kind of lame. But also, it means we get to see Superman being inspiring, and that's just cool in itself.
Mm.
I really, really, really love Crypto Superdog being a scrappy, like, childhood dog and not big German Shepherd or something. Because I think, generally speaking, he is like a Golden Retriever Labrador, like something that's a very kind American dog breed, and that's cool. But this being like, this is your dog that lived too long as a kid, is perfect.
Yeah, because I think James Gunn even said like he was designed off of a dog that he and his wife rescued or something like that. Which,
yeah, it's based on his actual dog.
Yeah, which I love. That's great. That's wonderful.
The first shot we see in this trailer is people who have been saying it's the Yamcha pose for Dragon Ball Z, where Superman's like curled up in a ball, and he's bleeding.
That immediately got my attention. I was just like, cool, love it. No notes.
See, I don't. Superman, my biggest problem with my adventures with Superman is how much he bleeds and gets hurt. I think he should not get physically damaged unless it's like kryptonite or a gigantic fucking alien, which we might see in this some giant alien stuff.
Who knows? It could be.
We don't really know. This is a teaser. It was just a commercial for a movie. So we'll see how this plays out. This is hopeful. The suit looks kind of cool.
The suit, I'm really digging the suit, and it makes me happy. I can see the color in it, because thinking back to Man of Steel, that one like interrogation scene where it's basically a black and white movie, I'm just like, that drove me insane. Here I could see color. It's beautiful.
And no praise I give this negates my love for Man of Steel 2. I know you don't like Man of Steel. I do. I think it's just different interpretations, and I do love the genuine, kind-hearted energy this gives.
Yeah, it really has the hopeful energy that Superman should have. But what I love about that opening of him literally crash landing, like bleeding, clearly, like, he's not doing great, and he needs his dog to help, like, just take him home. Literally, what he says.
The first thing we see Superman doing this whole thing is ask for help. That is so powerful.
That makes me fall in love with his interpretation so much more, that he's not this power fantasy, that he is still at his core a human, and like he can get hurt. Might take a bit, but he still can, and he needs help when he needs it, obviously, and he's not afraid to ask for it. Well,
I do also really love the fact that it looks like Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane and Clark Kent are already dating.
Yes, that makes me happy.
I also really like the fact that it looks like they might be dating in secret. The way the people are rumoring that they're not talking about it at work at all, because Lois has been seen with Superman out and about, but Clark, is the real the truth. That would be really fun to see. And also, he cast him as Clois, not as Clark and Lois, which I think is the biggest problem probably with Man of Steel with Amy Adams and Henry Cavill. They don't look like they've been flinging. They don't look like they have been kissing all the time every day. They don't look like they've been hanging out at home. Like the bathtub scene in BVS would be romantic if you didn't look like just a brick of a man hopping in a tub with a random woman.
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel like there's no chemistry.
There's no chemistry, and the problem with, like, that scene leading into that is that, like, they're talking about the stuff that happened at the beginning with him, like,
I don't care.
And it's just, like, dark and depressing stuff, all, but it's just like, hey, I'm a hunk of a man, and I'm in a tub now. You want to make out?
Yeah, this trailer is really happy for me. Crypto Superdog makes me happy anytime I see him in any media. And I think it is often a hard sell, but this means maybe we can get Ace the Bat Hound, please. Who is just like a German Shepherd.
Give me Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart back voicing those characters, damn it.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't have them talk ever. That's what I want. Ace is just a cool dog, and I imagine in Matt Reeves' universe, Ace being a sniffing hound. Like, that would be so good. Like a canine unit who was like off the force, like he and Bruce just adopted. That'd be so good. I think Ace could be adapted to almost any media Batman ever and work perfectly. But let's talk about more things here. We got Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor, who looks like Agent 47 Hitman in one shot, with holding, I assume, a kryptonite bullet in his pistol.
Probably.
If not, you're going to lose that fight, sir. We have the Homelander setup shot here, which I'm guaranteed will end differently than the Homelander. Of the can being thrown in the back of his head and stuff, like being taken away in the crowd. People compare it to saying it to Homelander. I've seen already online of angry crowd yelling Superman, and you see the can thrown in his head. Gets bonked in the head. And you can see him flinch, but he keep walking. Also, bold of you to throw a can at someone who can fold you like a can.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bold move. And it's the restraint he shows that's so nice. I mean, every Superman would show that same restraint. Any actual Superman, so that's good. It just looks good.
Yeah.
And him wearing the trunks is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I've said that since day one. I've always wanted that. And I think that Man of Steel, I don't think this trunks would have worked very well in the movie in that setting. The alien outfits and everything, sure. And I think that the idea of it, Superman, inherently, is he has to be sincere and earnest. If you lose the trunks, you lose a bit of the sincerity and the goofiness to the character, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, it embraces the fact that you are in a comic book world, and it's inherently silly. Like, this is a man, if you can suspend your disbelief for everything that he does and everything he can do, but not the fact that he wears underwear on the outside, it's stupid. Let it be stupid.
Yeah.
And on top of that, this idea was David Cornswett's idea. He has to do it.
That's great.
He told James Gunn, because we were debating it, James was leaning, I think, toward no at the time, and he said that he wants to wear trunks because he wants little kids to not be intimidated by the character, and he should dress like a wrestler, because the kids love that.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes so much sense. Also, I think Superman should be easy for kids to draw. and the suit's easy for kids to draw.
Oh yeah. What do you think of the cinematography and color palette of this? Because I've been seeing a lot of debate about that online.
I'm mixed on some of it, honestly. I don't know if I'm completely sold on the color grading so far, but also it's the first trailer and it can keep changing. They're probably going to keep adjusting it as it goes. They are highlighting the reds, blues, and yellows, which is Superman's colors.
Yeah.
But I don't think it always works for each shot. I think if you up the orange and the gold a bit more, it would help a lot and tone down some of those blues a little bit more. People say it looks like a CW show. I'm like, okay, you know what else is? Superman and Lois, and people love that. So it looks like superhero.
I'm kind of strangely in the minority. I am really digging the visual aesthetic of it, and to me, it feels.
I think it works.
It works, but it also feels much more comic booky in a sense.
Yeah.
Than a lot of other ways. It's hard to describe, but like it has that kind of like element to it that makes it feel like you're seeing something that you shouldn't be seeing. I'm phrasing this in a very strange way.
It's not the Returns CP palette from Returns, which is good. That's all. I really need it to not be that.
And I like that Gunn is obviously he's still using the same cinematographer he's been using, I think, since Guardians 2. So it obviously looks great. But I also like he's going with a different visual aesthetic and color palette than like the Suicide Squad or the Guardians films.
I also really like that this does not look like it's written in the same style at all. This does not look the same crude humor that he's been doing. My biggest problem with James Gunn is his writing. I hate his writing in most of the stuff. And I've been very clear about this from the beginning of this podcast for much. I love Guardians 1, and I don't like Guardians 2 very much. And I think Guardians 3 I'm very half and half on. And I'm consistent on this writing. I don't like it that much in general. I think it really works well in Guardians 1. I think the Suicide Squad is interesting. I'm kind of bored in Creature Commandos. I've seen 2 episodes, like, okay. Well, I'm also tired of him doing. All I've seen him do is make Guardians 5 times before this. You know what I mean? Like from the Suicide Squad and Creature Commandos. I mean, that's just like it's just scrappy group of heroes not getting along quite right, and like that's all I want to see something fresh, and this is fresh to me for me. So I'm excited to see how this goes. And I like the one shot in this trailer I think is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Is he's in a glass box.
Yeah.
And punching out the way the camera moves with him and stretches out and comes back in, the impact is beautiful. People are like, why does he have to wind up so much for a punch? He doesn't.
Who cares? It makes it look cool.
If you cannot suspend disbelief for a man in cape flying around, but you can't oh my god. Let a man punch.
Why are people so boring?
Right?
Like, yeah, if you want to use your logic on this, he could just flick it and it would break. And, like, that's not cool to see.
Tap, 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 done. That's not fun. Let a man cock back fully punch and get a cool shot out of it. Let a man fight a giant kaiju Metropolis, which is more Metropolis-y than anything I've seen on screen ever before.
Yeah.
Metropolis isn't known for its petty crime. It's not known for Lex Luthor being a dick. I mean, it is a little bit. But it's mostly known for the fact that Lex Luthor gives all criminals laser guns instead of bullet guns, and also creates giant monsters all the time. It's known for gigantic monsters and aliens and robots. So like that's like Batman fights kind of crazy kooky guys. Superman fights giant robots.
Because
that's how
he's
it is.
Superman.
Right. And thus the scaling of the city matches his power level.
Back to what you were saying about like being mixed on like Gunn's writing and like being a little bit worrisome about it. I wasn't.
I'm not here.
Yeah. But I haven't been because, like, I love everything else that he's done. And from the way that he talks about Superman before the trailer came out and everything related to it, I could tell that he understood the assignment and that he knew what needed to be done with it.
And it had to be different.
Yeah. Because I think even he knew, it's just like, if I do the same writing I did for Suicide Squad or Guardians, this wouldn't work in the slightest. This would not be Superman at all. And I think that he fundamentally understands that. And
it is also a tentpole movie. This will be our first member of the Justice League.
Yeah.
And probably Kendra Saunders' Hawkgirl, you know, it probably will be too and stuff. So it's going to need to be really strong. My biggest complaint, you're going to hate it. I'm done with the John Williams score. I think it's great. I think it's great. It is in the 70s, and it feels like a 70s blockbuster theme. I guess some people saying it should be like the Bond theme and always come back. Like I love the Hans Zimmer score so much in Man of Steel. I want the Superman. It's probably my favorite score in the past decade. I want this to have its own new identity and not be another callback to another film. I don't want to think about Chris Reeves Superman when I'm watching this. I want to think about this Superman.
My take on it is that, from what I've heard in the trailer so far, is that because they could have just used the score as it was.
Sure.
But I think that the way Gunn is using it is more so to be like, this song, it is Superman. This specific
We've done
piece of
2
music,
remixes so far.
Yeah. This specific piece of music is Superman. That's why even like the Brandon Routh one, like, used it. And That's a weird
Well,
pseudo sequel thing. It's a weird thing.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's different.
But like when you hear that, people immediately associate it with Superman. That's how iconic it is. And so I think that's why he used it, but he used like a little bit differently. Just a little bit. So you can still get the Superman vibes, but still have it in a way that you can associate with this specific version of it. But you never lose that Superman at its core.
I get that. I don't know. I've always wanted, I think, a different score for the character. Like, I had a similar problem, I think, with Homecoming when they used the 60s theme. I think it worked well and was fun, nostalgic, but I'm glad they didn't use it after that point. If this is just using it just for the first movie and then don't use it again going forward, I'm thinking more fine with that. But also, it's just a teaser. I don't know yet what's happening.
We don't know. We gotta wait till July.
Like, it might be an intro theme of the character, and then we hear his own new theme as movies, too. As long as it's not weird Wonder Woman Snyder film screaming, chanting the song, I'm fine with that.
But I will say, the Superman poster that got released, one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, I will say one more thing, actually. I know we're going to move on so badly, but the Daily Planet cast of Skylar Zondo as Jimmy Olsen, we got Beth Bennett as Steve Lombard, we got whoever was playing Cat Grant, but looked fantastic. Like everyone, when I look around the room, I, as a Superman comic book reader, recognize the characters by their appearances.
What do you mean? You're saying Jimmy Olsen isn't a CIA agent?
Who gets shot down in one scene? But I'm like, Jimmy Olsen, also Skylar Zondo, I first watched as young Sean Spencer in Psych. And he's been in so many things like Wicked Pizza and stuff.
I just rewatched 4 Christmases the other day, and he was in that. It was hilarious.
He's been a small bit part actor for so long, like since he was like 10 years old or something.
Yeah, but the dude's fucking hilarious. I love him whenever he shows up in anything.
But he seeing this cat and like, you have fucking Steve Lombard, and I read like, and you're not afraid of that. You get to have douchebag guy with mustache sports anchor. That's great.
Beck Bennett playing that character with that mustache. Beautiful.
He was in Man of Steel, and his only part was like hitting on a girl with like a hockey ticket or something.
Was that who that was?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Snyder did not understand the assignment at all.
Yeah, he was like, oh Lois, let's go. I got tickets for the game. Like, no, in your dreams, and that's pretty much all it was. He was always our douchebaggery guy. And like Cat Grant, I love Cat Grant so much, and having her be in any media makes me so happy. She's sassy, she's pretentious, she's cool, a little hot, a little fun. Like she's not like, I don't mean hot as in like attractive. Well, I mean like she's like spunky. I'm like the.
She's not. I don't mean it like that. Well, I mean I kind of mean it like that.
I mean like hot and cold. Like she's like very much the sparky person.
Yeah.
And I really like that character, and I'm really excited to see how this goes. I love this. Let's talk about our Christmassy time. We move on, Josh. It is now holiday. It's like we're in our holidays era. We're here at the GeekSpeak studio. We're in our holidays era. Last year, I made Josh go through a tier list of the characters from movies of the year and put them in a tier list of S tier through, I think, D tier. And we did it based on how good would they be at filling the role of Tim Allen, Santa Claus, essentially.
It was so much fun.
I'm calling this the anti-Jolly bracket.
Ooh, interesting. Is it who would be best as Krampus?
Because similar. So this year, I work at Universal Studios Hollywood. We are currently celebrating Grinchmas.
Wonderful.
So, in the spirit of the Grinch, and specifically Jim Carrey's Grinch, which person here could become ostracized enough to become a Christmas-hating person, and also could pull off the Christmas thievery?
So what you're saying is, who would be the next Grinch?
Who is our next Grinch?
I love this.
And from being good at the thievery, being good at the being rude, who could embrace the Grinch spirit the best?
This is
in
great.
all aspects. And I have, it was a lot, ready for our 49 characters, Josh. I went through on Letterboxd, went to your profile, clicked 2024, and then filtered all the things I've watched. So it's things we've both seen.
Uh-huh.
Like I didn't. So there's no Sonic on here because it's not movies not out yet. Well, I haven't seen it. I mean, it just came out like
Trick question. It's Jim Carrey's Eggman. He's the next Grinch.
And I didn't include Craven it either, even though I think it would be really funny because he's not even really a hunter in the movie.
I can already say he would not be high on the list.
So let's just start, okay, Josh? I'm gonna start with a pretty high, with a pretty fun one here. That's Poe the Panda from Kung Fu Panda 4.
So the criteria is like, would they?
If you were given to the women as children, as a child, as a cradle, and you were you, and you were looked a little different from everyone else, or whatever, or you arrived and you're ostracized as a kid in a Christmas-loving world, could you grow to hate Christmas? If you do, are you able to be rude to everyone consistently and be good at it? Even if you're just playing the part of the character, could you just do this well? Could you thievery well? etc. This is Papa Panda our next Grinch? S through D tier. What do you put him?
I don't think he would be. I don't think that you could ostracize him enough to like hate Christmas.
In the first movie alone, we see how much he takes anything.
Yeah, like even like when he's feeling down, he's able to like get past it pretty quickly. The thievery, it would more so fall into the category of bumbling around and most likely
are we putting him in
breaking
D
things.
tier?
Yeah, I'd say D tier.
He's not gonna be a good Grinch.
No.
I'm gonna bring up now a character who is already evil in theory.
Wonderful.
I say theory because we didn't get much for them, and they are 80 yards so poorly. Who the fuck knows what we're saying? Ezekiel Sims from Madam Web.
Oh boy.
Also, this goes without saying, but maybe minor spoilers for a lot of these movies. You could skip around. You need to like 10 seconds ahead or whatever on Spotify. But Ezekiel Sims from Madam Web, whose sole motivation was Spider?
Question mark? Who knows?
He's higher than Poe.
Yeah, he could definitely be ostracized. I think that he would get pushed to the point of hating Christmas, but he is also so terrible at finding people and then like not getting not hit by things, mainly vehicles, that I think once
Who
he
would
gets
his Max the dog be? Would his tech girl?
I guess. I think that he would start the thievery and then he would either quickly get caught or he would quickly get hit by an ambulance again.
I think based on list of characters today, though, I'm gonna put him in B tier.
You say B?
I do. I think that he is strong enough at being mean, so he can get the mean one part of it down no matter what. I mean, look, we have a lot of good people in here, so he's higher than some of them.
I would say C though, because like again, I think the meanness he's got down, but when it comes to like actually enacting his plans and doing things correctly, he's not that good at it.
Well, then that brings us to our next character, and that's Ellie Conway from Argyle.
You see, this is a tough one though, because she's got that secret side to her.
She could do the grinchiness really well, but she would never be mean. Actually, she did play an evil side once in the movie.
Yeah, but that was more so on purpose, though.
Right, but if she had to play a part of the evilness, could she do it well at least?
I think she definitely could. She's got enough training to be able to do it.
Could she be a better Grinch than Ezekiel Sims?
On the thievery side, I would say yes. On the mean side, kind of on the same levels. I would say like low B.
Okay, well she already goes get amnesia once. She has amnesia again. She's dropped into a place where everyone hates her. Could she hate Christmas? I think yes.
I'd say yeah.
We don't have a Ken tier this time. Okay, Ellie Conway is our B tier Grinch so far. Let's go with someone a little bit more. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go. This person's gonna be an A tier, I think, already, because they fit the role. Besides the end, spoilers for Act 2, I guess. But Elphaba, I'm gonna put an A tier.
Yeah, I'd say like she fits the bill pretty good, even if it's
not fully the mean fulliness. She's always a good spirited person, but she fits the Grinch enough.
Plus, she also has an army of flying monkeys that could help her steal things.
She's got Maxes.
This is true.
They're all named Max today,
and they have Glinda thumbs.
So Glinda, similar question. S tier Grinch. She's way actually meaner. If she's actually awesome, she'd be way. She hates peer pressure. She actually would be discomforted immediately. She would be a dick for 1 second. She's actually ostracized. I think that she could easily hate Christmas if she's put to the brink of it. She has no actual mental will in any way.
That is true. She could definitely hate Christmas. I don't think she has the skills necessary to steal it, though.
She's hot enough that people will do it for her.
You make a strong argument there.
But we see, like, she gets Bach to date someone else for her.
She has an entire posse of people. Basically, the school is at her whim, just because she's, like, hot enough.
And even literally if she's hated, she can get people again.
This is true.
I'm putting her as our first S-tier Grinch for now. Are you okay with our Glinda being our first S-tier Grinch?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
This is so mean to Glinda, but you know what? It's not. She changed her name from Glinda to Glinda. That's a black square of activism. I'm gonna give you now one that I do not know where it goes, because this character has no dialogue. And that's Gene Kayak from Hundreds of Beavers.
Ooh, that's a great question.
He will be ruthless.
He wouldn't just steal Christmas. He would find Santa and kill him.
Santa's in the movie.
That's true.
Santa's in like 2 scenes of Hundreds of Beavers.
Oh man, that's a great question.
Also, if you've not seen Hundreds of Beavers, it's hard to spoil, but also, just go watch it.
Please.
It's free online.
Like, go
It's free with
see it
ads,
now.
but like if you can watch that, if you can get YouTube Premium for like a week, you can see it for free without ads, and it's a beautiful movie. It's a little weird, but also it's not even that really that weird. It's mostly just kind of Looney Tunes.
I've said it once, I said it again. It's Looney Tunes come to life. It's the easiest watch you can ever have in your life, and it's an amazing time. I'm torn between S and A.
I'm sorry. It's just really funny. He would be good at being the Grinch. Also, he's already bitter.
Yeah, he could definitely get pushed to the breaking point for sure. But the problem is that he can do really amazing things. Most of the time, though, it's by accident.
Well, he learns to use them for real.
This is true. He does.
So is it Gene Kayak end of movie or Gene Kayak beginning of movie? That changes a lot of stuff. I'm going end of movie.
I think he could still work his way up to it. I'm saying second S.
You think so far we have Glinda and Gene Kayak as our S tier Grinches? That brings my next question then. So all of the beavers, that's S tier as well. They're equally as bitter.
And there's an army of them.
And also they are so smart. Well, no, they're the detective and the Sherlock and Watson are not as bright as I wanted them to be.
Oh god, I forgot about the detective.
I can't spoil it. I don't want to spoil it anymore. I will say, on the whole, they have science.
They do have science. They surprisingly have a good amount of science.
I don't want to say too much because if I say anything more about the beavers themselves, they will spoil the movie.
You know what? Third S, damn it. They're great.
Are you sure?
I would love for them to steal Christmas. I'd be honored for them to steal Christmas.
You'd be honored for them to steal Christmas? Also, yeah, it's literally called, I wrote in beavers, parentheses, all of them. You think S. So they're as good as Gene is? I don't know. Gene's better than the Grinch. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Cassandra Webb.
She doesn't care enough is the problem. I don't think that she could be ostracized enough to give a damn about Christmas.
I think I have a D tier person here for a Grinch.
I think we got a D tier.
Because I guess she did some good like espionage stuff because she found out in the Amazon rainforest where in the rainforest to go.
That's true. Somehow, the mom's notes, and somehow was able to sneak through airport security without, getting caught despite being wanted in 2003 when security for airports was at its highest.
So I have on here Lorne Michaels from Saturday Night. Specifically the one played by, what's his face, who played Spielberg?
Gabriel LaBelle.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
His energy fits.
He could definitely get pushed to the breaking point. I don't think that he is competent enough to be able to steal it.
Damn. He didn't put, actually, that's fair. He had to deal with already so much mess. I'm going to give him a B tier Grinch.
I'll say B. I think that that's a good fit for him.
Lorne, you're going to be with Ellie Conway. We got Kate from Twisters, which is main girl.
She's definitely smart, so she could do stealing pretty interestingly.
I don't see her getting mean enough at any point. She watched, spoilers for the first scene, she watched all her friends get ripped out into death.
Yeah, I don't think she could get
and
pushed.
And it didn't break her.
Yeah.
I don't think she could be mean enough.
No.
D? Is it possible for her to become the Grinch? If she was given amnesia, could we have her become the Grinch?
I love this scenario is always just like, if they have amnesia.
Well, it worked for Ellie Conway because she literally had it in the movie.
Yeah, I'd say D. I don't think she could get pushed to the point where she's mean enough.
Better than Cassandra Webb and the Panda, though, or no? Doesn't matter. All it's leaving D. Arthur Fleck. D tier. C tier Grinch. No, because he unfortunately doesn't inspire people.
Yeah, not on purpose though.
He'll just keep accidentally causing things to happen.
God, I personally would say D. You see, the problem is that we've seen him get pushed to the breaking point, but not in the, Grinchy kind of way.
We'll just murder Christmas instead.
That's what I'm saying. He might just try to go kill Santa, which is not exactly like the thing he needs to do.
I think C tier is fair enough. He's better being the Grinch than Poe the Panda is.
Yeah, that's fair. Fine.
Arthur Fleck with Ezekiel Sims on our villain tier currently.
This is great.
Are you enjoying this for our episode, Josh?
Oh, this is wonderful.
I'm not gonna top this next year, but it's fine. We have all of the Death Angels from A Quiet Place Day 1.
I don't think they have a concept of Christmas enough to be able to care enough to
They hate noise.
Christmas does have a lot of noise.
The Grinch's biggest problem are the elements of the noise.
But again, that's not exactly stealing, it's more so destroying it.
Same effect.
Alright, so let's take this to the beginning of the scenario. If the Death Angels are adopted by two women...
by two lesbians having a key party for some reason, which is very sexual.
God.
All of the Death Angels. I wrote all of them again, which is so specific.
Oh,
Why
God.
did I do this?
I'll say C because like they have the idea down, but they're not doing it correctly.
I lost the Death Angels. Where are you in here? My list. They're in here somewhere. Here they are. They're with Arthur Fleck and Ezekiel Sims. We're gonna go with Abigail from Abigail.
Ooh.
Is our adopted by lesbians at Key Party? Where does she belong? Does she get ostracized? Does she hate Christmas? Does she eat people for Christmas?
I think she would more so do it out of boredom.
Just steal people's stuff. So it's not being a good Grinch then, though.
I don't know.
Because the motivation's part of it, I feel like.
You could maybe swing it to like where her dad like potentially hates Christmas, and that like makes her hate Christmas because she never felt the love from her father.
You know what? You're right. I feel like she never got gifts from her dad.
Probably never did.
That might be an A tier.
I think that might be an A tier.
Let's give Abigail an A tier. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, this is a dumb idea. Joey from Abigail, which is Melissa Barrera's character. She's not a good Grinch. She loves kids.
No, she can't get pushed to the breaking point.
That's the lowest tier about. I think she loves kids too much, no matter what.
She's very smart and resourceful, but I don't think she could get pushed to that breaking point.
She's with Poe the Panda there in D tier.
Yeah.
Now, where are you, Joey? I wrote in this is a long thing I have written down here. All of the Ghostbusters from Frozen Empire, which is like 7 of them. As a unit.
They're too chaotic of a unit, I think.
So we're gonna ignore the lesbians this time. Starting this off here, they're not adopted. They actually all were kind of ostracized, but they're all nerds originally in the first one.
That's true.
This time they're all already outcast in this. Could they fuck it up? Like, this is already a Christmas movie. No, it's a summer movie.
Yeah.
But it feels Christmassy to me. So they're here and this, I can't do this, man. They are having to. What can they do? They're not a good thievery unit.
They're smart, but they don't know how.
They destroy a lot of stuff.
That's true. They destroy more than they save, if we're being honest. They would attempt to steal it, and then they would find a way to fuck it up badly.
So far in D, we have Poe the Panda, Joey from Abigail, Cassandra Webb, and Kate from Twisters. In C, we have Ezekiel Sims, Arthur Fleck, and the Death Angels. Are they that low in either of those tiers to you?
You see, I don't know if they care enough about being ostracized to, like, push them to steal Christmas.
They already were.
Yeah, I know, and look at what they are now. They're goddamn Ghostbusters.
Fine. Where do they belong?
I'll say C.
With the Death Angels.
I'll give them a little bit of credit, just from the intelligence perspective.
This one I think is automatic D tier, and that's Callum Drift. He could not be a Grinch. He can't be, right?
No, the man loves Christmas too much.
I mean, he loves the kids.
That's true.
But again, if this elf man was with the lesbians on the key party and was in the carriage and then was like, actually, you won't be with Santa this time. He already was born different, apparently.
I don't know why my brain's thinking of this. I didn't think of it as like baby Dwayne Johnson. I just thought Dwayne Johnson shows up in a basket at their doorstep. Fully grown adult
in
Dwayne
his
Johnson.
red one outfit, in the leather outfit. Yeah. Just like a PNG image of him taped to the So yes, Callum Drift can't be a Grinch, I feel like.
No.
But if ostracized normally to hate Christmas, could he be indoctrinated into Christmas hate? See, I feel like he just likes the festivities. He eventually will become big and strong and be able to beat up his enemies.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he might be bad at this too.
Yeah, I think he might be a D.
You're with the Cassandras and the Poes and stuff. Which brings us to Jack O'Malley from the same movie.
Weirdly enough, he'd be a stronger choice for a Grinch, I would feel like.
Oh, so much stronger. Less powers, but he already hates the holiday. He's already stole candy from a baby in this.
That's
he
true.
is a Grinch.
He steals candies from babies. This makes him the best.
He is a nastier Grinch. He already is the Grinch. But he does, hold on. He even has his heart grow 3 times in this movie.
That's true. That's true.
He's our highest S tier, I feel like. Get out of the way, Glinda and Gene Kayak and all the beavers. Let's go with Roz from The Wild Robot. And in this category, I could have also put the beavers, but I didn't. Twice over. I think Roz, here's the thing, will complete their task. If their task is stealing Christmas, they will complete their task.
Yeah, but someone has to give them that task, though. That's the thing.
So if she meets the Grinch, she'd do so great.
Yeah, if she teamed up with the Grinch, she would steal Christmas in the night. She'd do it even better than him.
But
that's the weird thing. Like, she could be so perfect at it, but you also had that big caveat of, like, you need someone to give her that task.
And I guess motivation-wise, that's a big part of it. She can't be ostracized. We saw this. Not really.
Yeah, she can't.
She'll get sad a little bit, but then she'll recover and try again. I think higher than the D tiers. So maybe C with the villains.
I think C, because, like, technicality, she could be the best out of all of them, but you have some pretty big caveats there.
She's with the Ghostbusters and the villains. Which brings me to a silly one. I'm going to go with Regina George from Mean Girls the Musical, the movie. She's already kind of grinchy.
She is kind of grinchy.
But also can sing and is hot, which the Grinch hates. Like, fundamentally. Hold on. I mean, sorry. I should not say the teenager character is hot. I mean, I'm thinking about Renee Rapp, specifically, who is an adult woman my age. Sing it right now.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm deep in thought.
The dead pause of Sean just thinks teenagers are hot. No, I'm trying to say it all. Want to circle back to it if you need time to think about this one?
No, I'm trying to think, because, like, I don't know if Regina is the kind of... Because, like, Regina is, like, the one that pushes people. She's not the one that gets pushed, necessarily. But, I mean, no, it does happen in the movie.
She gets pushed from a bus.
No, she accidentally walks.
No, you're right. Sorry.
I think she could be a pretty good Grinch.
I'm going to give her A or B.
I would say A, because, like, we do see that she can get ostracized, but she's also, like, again, similar to Glinda, she is able to have that kind of, like, get everyone to, like, follow her, even if they don't
so
even
she's an
want
A
to.
tier with Elphaba and Abigail.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, boy. Let's go. I almost wrote the Twisters from Twisters. I didn't do that, though. That would have been a Cocaine Bear pick.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Let's go with the kid from Monkey Man, which is Dev Patel's character. I don't know.
He does have a good drive for revenge.
Yes, he does.
But granted, I feel like for him, you'd have to have Christmas murder his family, though.
I feel like this character is so separated from the fact that Christmas exists, really. This character to me does not feel like ostracization affects him the same way the Grinch would in the same way at all. He would just kill Christmas, like we said earlier about other characters. He's a really cool character. I don't think also, it's a very serious movie.
He can be very driven and very motivated, but...
He's a trans ally, though.
This is
we
also
love
true.
that.
Wait, are we saying the Grinch is a trans ally?
Well, probably, but I mean, I meant the kid.
That's true. The Grinch would be, I feel like.
The Grinch is a good boy, sometimes.
I feel like I'd put this at a C.
Why?
Because it's the drive and the motivation that would push it, but
he
it's also
with Roz, Ghostbusters, and the villains.
Yeah, but I feel like the issue is that I don't know if he could be ostracized enough to hate it.
Now I have all the emotions from Inside Out too.
So we're just lumping them all together.
Yeah, including anxiety, joy, just all of them discussed.
I would say D. I don't think that could work, especially anxiety being there. I feel like that would just mess it all up.
Fine. All right. This is so stupid. Ready for it, Josh?
Please.
Sister Paxton, the one from Heretic, who... spoilers for Heretic. Skip ahead 20 seconds. Lasts longer. I don't know.
That's a great...
Do Mormons celebrate Christmas? Yes, the Christian sect. Yes, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna...
because she wasn't the one to, like, question it.
I think, hold on. If she's not a Latter-day... I think it's unfair to remove her from her Latter-day Saint status. Fundamentally, as a character, that's who she is. So even if she was adopted by lesbians, and she probably would not be, it's not the same character anymore. So we have to remove that in this case.
I feel like that the other sister would be a better one.
That's why I didn't include them.
I'd say D, I feel like. But she's smart too, though.
I don't think of her. I think that she would not waver in her convictions for her love of her religion, which also would include having Christmas as a holiday.
That's true.
As well as the fact that she doesn't want to hurt anyone. So D tier it is.
Yeah.
So you like villains though? Let's go with Mr. Reed, who the same movie, Heretic.
He would do it just to prove a point.
He isn't a big fan of religion, and this is although Christmas started as a pagan holiday, and then became with Yule. And then it was adopted by Christians as Christmas to help pagans want to convert. So I think that this could easily go either way for him, of him like it's pagan, who cares? Or how dare Christians do this to a pagan holiday of Yule? Let's terrorize this.
I think he would definitely he'd be pretty good, but he would also have like that one flaw though that could like unravel the whole thing.
Which
I'm between B or A.
You think A or B?
Yeah, that's where my mind.
Currently in A, we have Elphaba, Abigail, and Regina George. And B, we have Ellie Conway and Lorne Michaels. Again, the character of Lorne Michaels, people, not the actual Lorne Michaels.
Or maybe the real one, who knows?
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
with
say
A.
A. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mr. Reed will find a reason to hate it enough, and he likes his contraptions.
Yep.
I lost Mr. Reed. Where'd he go on this sheet? Not that person. I don't want to say the next person out loud. I'll remember and put it in the right place later. Okay, Josh. This is Borderlands parentheses everyone, because the movie is not memorable enough to have any one person stick out.
I don't think a single one of them could be ostracized
So,
enough to care.
The group, but as a unit, could they steal Christmas at least?
No.
Cool, D tier. They blow things up though.
Yeah, but a lot of times they're not on purpose.
Okay. Let's go with long legs. I don't know his brain. He does like Satan, which is if you go to Christmas with the Christian version of Christmas, it's not very the same. Would not be his vibe. If he falls on the lesbians at the key party before he meets Satan, which is a weird thing to say. And again, spoilers for long legs, I guess, but we said up front, spoilers for everything here.
I don't know. His mind is too much of an enigma for me to figure out. Like if he can be
Here,
ostracized.
let's go with solid B tier, which is our middle-ish thing.
Yeah.
B. I think he will be evil enough no matter what. That part's not a question.
Very true.
He does. I don't know if like kids is the right word. He does interact with children. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but that's not exactly a great indicator. Just like, well, that tells me everything I need to know.
Deadpool, from Deadpool and Wolverine specifically.
I hate to say this, this one might be another S.
They have Santa Pool at Disneyland though, and so he likes Christmas. It's canon, unfortunately.
I feel like though he would steal Christmas for the wrong motivations though, of just being like
to impress someone else.
Either to impress someone else or to be like, I'm bored. Let's see if we can do this.
He's already been ostracized enough, and it doesn't really affect him that much. I mean, it does, but it affects his jokes. You think S tier with the Beavers, Jack O'Malley, Glinda, and Gene Kayak? Deadpool's up there?
I think so.
I'll put him ahead of the Beavers, though. Let's go then that point, then. Wolverine. Lower than Deadpool. He actually is good-hearted completely. Also, from that movie specifically, that version of Wolverine wouldn't have the motivation to do anything.
That's true.
So that's like a D or C for me.
I'd say probably D.
Above the Borderlands people, though?
Yeah.
Above Sister Paxton?
Yeah.
Above Cassandra Webb?
I'd say yeah.
I'll put him in the front of D tier. He's good. Okay, let's bring up. I have one more sneak in this group of Deadpool and Wolverine. And that's Gambit. I put it in here. Remillable. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We don't have anything about this version of Gambit in the movie. I don't even know if he's really the King of Thieves in this at all. But I'm thinking B.
I think he probably could.
I think the Swamp Rat in him enough would be scrappy and could do it. Yeah. B it is. So, speaking of Argyle, Aiden Wilde, which is the Sam Rockwell character. Okay, again, drop to the lesbians. They were gay, right?
They had to have been.
They had to have been.
They had to have been.
Great movie, by the way. If you all not watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey's Grinch, watch it this Christmas. I know you all seen it.
Beautiful movie.
See, Josh wanted to go through and talk about our classic Christmas movies. No, this is much more fun of an idea.
It was an idea, okay? So
is this better?
This is fun. But I suggested because you didn't say you had an idea at that point.
But I thought the anti-bracket for jolliness works more fun. So I think Aiden Wilde, who I think is really not a fascinating character, I think he's really well played. I think Sam Rockwell has a lot of fun with the character and does a good job. But I don't know, man. I think same thing. Maybe same with Ellie Conway, but her amnesia helps her with a fresh start.
I think he falls more to C tier. He's got the skills, but I don't think that he's someone that can really be ostracized enough.
Ostracized sounds weird now. Let's go with, from the same movie of Quiet Place Day 1, we have Samira or Sammy, which is our lead, Lupita Nyong'o.
Do we have the dying in there?
She's dying, so yes, I'm including that. So she's dying, dropped off with lesbians, ostracized immediately.
When she's dropped off, she's already dying. So are we going with their being dropped off as infants, or are we going they're dropped off as their characters are?
Case by case basis.
So in this case, she's dropped off as a fully grown woman.
Well, because I think it was important to the character in the movie. That's what I'm trying to go with here.
I think similar to her character, like she recognizes she's dying, so she wouldn't be like she would focus on more important things.
Wouldn't be as bitter.
No.
She focused on the pizza instead. Still.
Yeah.
Okay, if she's not dying, if we have her personality how it is, who she is, dropped off, with the lesbians, having the key party, come outside and see, oh my god, a baby. Oh my god, they're different and get ostracized by everyone in town. Oh my god, no. Christmas is happening. Do they grow up to hate it?
I don't think
Who knows?
so.
But could they steal it?
I don't think so. She's too
I
normal
think, I
of a
think,
person.
I think that's our general DNC barrier is could they hate it and then could they steal it or destroy it? Okay, so D it is.
Yeah.
Where are you, Sammy? Okay, we're in our bottom 19 out of 39. So we've done a lot of now. I am still tempted to throw in just Twisters, all of them, but that's not gonna be on there. I could go with David Corden's sweat too. Let's go with our friend Eddie / Venom, just Venom as a unit together.
Ooh, that's a great question.
I think A,
I'd say A.
because no matter what, it's a fun activity for them.
It's a fun day out for them.
And they don't like noise.
That's true.
It gets noisy. God, what a fucking stupid idea this was. Okay. What a fucking idea this was. A it is. You're with Elphaba, Abigail, Mr. Reed, and Regina George. God damn. Okay. Cooper from Trap, the dad.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh, is this an S?
I don't think he hates Christmas. He has children. He likes them.
That's true. He's really
likes
smart
traps.
though. He do.
He do.
I think A is where I would put it.
You think he can get Pat? You think he's that high up from hating Christmas and being everything?
I think so. I think it's just the kids aspect of it that's like the one thing that holds it back.
Okay. I was gonna say probably B, but I think that works. We got our trap boy. Where are you on here? These are not organized the way I like.
You made it.
It's a weird website.
Oh.
Let's go with Elliot from My Old Ass. Both versions of the same characters. We can see a whole timeline of their life. Hold on, spoilers for this movie. How is she real?
Why are you asking these questions? Don't ask these questions. There's no reason to ask these questions.
Did you cry in that movie?
Yes, obviously. You know me.
Yeah, let's go with this. Elliot, I don't see her becoming a Grinch in any way.
I don't think so either.
No matter what happens. She likes Chad too much.
She do like Chad.
Katie Heron from Mean Girls musical the movie, easily an A tier.
You think A tier?
She already was ostracized, became a mean girl.
This is true.
She became bitter. And at the end of the movie, heart grows 3 sizes. She becomes good again. She does the Grinch arc just without Christmas itself.
Okay, I'll say A.
She's just not as much of a mean girl. So she's with Regina George. Well, it makes sense that they're the same character. That's the point. Whoa! Let's go with Cole Sprouse' character, the creature in Lisa Frankenstein. Easily could be any tier.
Yeah.
He's our Ken. He's our fresh start. See?
I don't know where I would put him. Because, like, by the end of the film, he, like, is far more intelligent than he was at the beginning.
Yes, but he can do anything. He could be anything.
Yeah, but she also kind of has to push him to do stuff, though.
Depends. Okay, give him the lesbians then. What happens then? What happens if the dead body is given to them, fully intelligent at this point, and is now or almost fully intelligent, drop with them, and is ostracized, of course, immediately around Christmas? He would hate it. He just like Frankenstein would go to Rampage, but he couldn't steal it.
I don't know if he would associate though with Christmas the way Grinch does.
You think it's associated just with just hatred in general?
I think that's how it would go for him specifically.
Fine, B tier it is. Where are you, creature? So similar then, we have Lisa Swallows from the same movie. Higher than B tier?
I don't.
Or lower than B tier? Or same as B tier?
I don't.
That's the options.
No. That's a good question.
I think similarly, she gets a bit grinchy in this.
She does get a bit grinchy.
God damn. C.
I'd say C, because if she ever does any, like, bad things, it's more so for the good, right reasons.
Hold on. The stepmom. Maybe a bit too far.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen it. Was she... What happened with that again?
She murdered her stepmom!
She did?
Yes!
I do not remember that.
We need to watch the movie again. Let's go with Maxine now, from Maxine/X. She's motivated.
She's motivated for sure. I don't think that she would get pushed enough to steal Christmas itself. I think she'd tie it right back around to like being raised Christian, and would tie it right back around to her father. And I think that's where her mind would go at with that.
I'm putting her in C again then, because she's capable, but won't hate it quite enough. We got the challengers three. We got Tashi Donaldson, Art Donaldson, and Patrick Zweig, all three separate ones. So the tiers here might be different here.
Oh Lord.
Let's go with Tashi first then. Tashi is an S tier Grinch to me.
See, I don't know.
She has the energy.
She for sure has the energy, and she has the drive for it. I don't know.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We do.
I don't know if she's the kind of person that could like get pushed in that kind of way.
Fine, A tier then.
I like the way I like the way it just sounds like when you're very begrudgingly like that.
I think she is too bitter of a person.
That's
like
true.
If it replaced tennis with Christmas, that's the Grinch. She would do it.
I'll say A. I'll go with A.
Thank you. Patrick Zweig, the one that she, carries.
One she marries or one she doesn't marry.
Doesn't marry. I'm making it clear. I don't want to say anything about spoilers, but the brunette.
C.
Okay. Yep. I'm not even argue that one. I don't care what happens to Patrick. He's my least favorite character in that movie. Now we have we consider the good boy, Art Donaldson, in that movie, who I am convinced did nothing wrong in that movie.
I'm gonna say B on this one.
Higher than Patrick, lower than Tashi.
Yeah.
Why? I want to hear reasoning.
Because like he definitely has drive and motivation, but there's always like something in the back of his mind that's like real that holds him back just like a bit. And I think
so. Why higher than Patrick?
Because he's not motivated the way that he should be.
That's true. Then we have Tyler, which is from Twisters as well. Who you might know as fun smiley boy with cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn Powell. I think he could do anything.
I think he could definitely steal Christmas, but I think the issue is like, can you push him enough?
If you can wrangle a Twister, you can wrangle Christmas.
He uses the Twisters to steal Christmas.
Oh my god! Woo! Up in the air. B.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I think we're past those heated people at this point, but let's go with Paul Atreides. He will rally. Can you ostracize him?
I don't.
He was. He became Jesus.
That's true.
D. I mean, I don't. Maybe C. I think he maybe had the power to steal a Christmas, but Christmas isn't the thing. He's not. The culture is so different era than us. It's hard to really give that anything.
I don't think he could be ostracized. Yeah, I'll go with like C.
Shawnee from Dune 2 also.
Probably the same.
Better than him.
I'd put her above him, but I wouldn't change like the tier level.
Okay, we got Furiosa from Furiosa.
Another great question.
She's already bitter, which is fair. I'm not judging her bitterness. She deserves to be bitter. Also, what a great movie.
I would definitely say A, because like her drive and motivation, not once does it ever waver or falter in it.
Furiosa's an A tier with many other fun people. I want to end with someone else. Let's do Colt Savers from Fall Guy. The Fall Guy. Ryan Gosling. She's dead, Gil. She's so dead.
I think if you ostracize him enough, he's just going to get depressed. He's not going to want to steal Christmas.
He already was a loner for a long time from injury.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he is too chip of a human being to ever get that distraught.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Colt Savers is a D tier. So we have Cal, who was Ryan Reynolds' character from If. And spoilers for the movie, if you haven't seen it, he is an interesting part of the character. Interesting character, for sure. More than meets the eye. So, Josh, where does Cal go without spoiling the movie here?
See, this is a really weird one with where we know his character.
Let's go with start of movie Cal, because that's more fair.
That's a great question. I would say maybe C. I think you
C.
Yeah, I think you could ostracize him enough. I don't know if he himself has the drive enough to steal it.
But he loves children.
Yeah, but it seems, for a little bit, it seems a little bit more begrudgingly, though.
Okay, the same movie then. B. She's literally a kid. She's watched her mom die, and her dad has in and out of hospital stuff.
Her mom's dead. Her dad could potentially die if the surgery transplant doesn't go correctly. Life just sucks for her right now.
Okay, I think that she's probably a C or B then to me. I think she could become Grinchy enough.
I don't think she could.
No, okay, by end of movie she couldn't. Beginning movie B she could. If her journey changes,
The only way I could see it is if like her mom's death, if it happened at Christmas and that's when she associates it with it. But is that enough for her to want to steal it though? Because I think she could hate it. I don't think she could
Okay,
steal it.
okay. Here's my argument. B gets dropped off with lesbians at a key party after having the dead parents, and now she's here, and all it is Christmas all the time. She'll hate Christmas.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you on the her hating Christmas part. I'm saying I don't think she could like hate it to the kind of degree to steal it.
Okay, fine. What tier then, bitch?
I think
Mr. Decider? Ugh.
probably C.
Okay, and let's go. Last two people. We have Gretchen from Cuckoo, who I think is a B tier Grinch because she could do anything and has proven that, and people already think she's crazy.
I think that she could definitely be ostracized. And
She
then
already is in the mountains with snow. There easily could be a Grinch Hill.
she's in the mountains with snow. Dan Stevens is there being German and playing a weird flute. Who wouldn't
Being German.
Who wouldn't go crazy?
Okay,
Yeah.
I think B's here for that one. Now, last one. I am very curious to see what you think
Oh boy.
because it is from Smile 2, Sky Riley. I almost went with the Smile Demon.
That one's a little bit harder to classify.
So this one right here, minor spoilers, I guess, for the Smile franchise. She has a Smile Demon attached to her, which
I mean,
means
that's kind of the premise
you
of
have
the movie.
like a week to live, or before you kill yourself. Whether she escapes it or not, that's what the premise is. So she's dealing with, in this scenario, with the lesbians. She has this demon in her. So with a week to live, potentially, or less, or whoever much, or whatever going on, she's seeing these visions while Christmas is happening. That is enough motivation to me that she will try and steal Christmas and get it stopped. Because she might start associating it together.
She could definitely associate it together. I don't know if that would make her want to steal it though.
Let me have this.
I'm not disagreeing with you on the motivation part. I'm just saying, like, getting to that extra step, though, of stealing it. I don't know if I could see it.
Spoilers for Smile 2, she stole a fucking cop car. Or a regular car.
There's a difference, though, in circumstances as to why.
Yeah, but I think with hitting her visions, she can be pushed more and more and do crazier things. And like, maybe this is my solution. I don't know. I think there was an argument he made that she could be a great Grinch. Would it be S tier? I don't know. But I think she's.
I'll compromise and I'll say B.
Hold on. That might be too low. We got in B.
Too
we have
low?
Ellie Conway. Hold on. We have Ellie Conway, Lorne Michaels, Long Legs, Gretchen from Cuckoo, Gambit, the creature from Lisa Frankenstein, Art Donaldson, and Tyler from Twisters, and now Sky Riley in that same category. Okay, fine. I'll take that. I guess. Let's do a final ranks here. Let's see if we might need to adjust anything. In our current S tier, we have Jack O'Malley, Glinda, Gene Kayak, Deadpool, and all of the beavers from Hundreds of Beavers. So meaning hundreds of beavers or possibly thousands, which is the tagline. A tier we have Elphaba, Venom, Abigail, Toshi Donaldson, Mr. Reed, Cooper, Regina George, Furiosa, and Katie Heron. Wild grouping. And then B we have Ellie Conway, Lorne Michaels, Long Legs, Gretchen, Gambit, the Creature, Art Donaldson, Tyler from Twisters, Sky Riley. C tier, Ezekiel Sims, Arthur Fleck, Death Angels, all of them. All of the Ghostbusters, Roz, Aiden Wild from Argyle, Kid from Monkey Man, Lisa Swallows, Maxine, Patrick Zweig, Shawnee from Dune 2, Paul Atreides from Dune 2, Cal and B from If. And then D tier we have Wolverine, Poe the Panda, Abigail, Callum Drift, Cassandra Webb, Kate from Twisters, The Inside Out 2 Emotions, Sister Paxton, Borderlands Everyone, Sammy from A Quiet Place, Elliot from My Old Ass, and Colt Sears from The Fall Guy. Is anything that's need to be adjusting to you at all?
This is a beautiful tier list.
I might still in my head want to raise maybe Tashi to S tier, but I don't know. You probably don't agree with that, and I also might be considering raising Regina George to S tier. And I'm thinking that
I do think Tashi and Regina could go to S.
let's move them up, and anyone who might want to move down here, maybe I'm gonna side with you earlier and put Cal from C back down to D. I think he doesn't belong if he gets too high. I think he's just gonna be bad at being a Grinch overall. He might be a little bit grumpy as far as it gets.
Yeah.
All right, we have our list here. Are you proud of our tiered list here, sir?
Yes.
This is our episode, guys. This is our Would They Be a Good Grinch tier list. 51 minutes of Grinch time. Josh, where can people find you online for the holidays?
I am at places. I'm on Instagram at J_Rudy16, Twitter J_Rudy28, YouTube at Josh Rudolph, and Letterboxd at Nerd4Film28.
I am now everywhere at Sean.mov, and that's SeanDotMov, all spelled out like that, all one word. That includes Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, TikTok, everything. If that's not my, if that's you find me and it's not my username, it's probably not me now. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. We'll have to go also edit that link in all the other previous episodes. Sorry about that. If you want to email the show, you can email us at podgeekspeak@gmail.com or tweet at us with hashtag GeekSpeakPod or at GeekSpeakPod on Twitter. And you can join our Discord down below for real-time conversations. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great Christmas or New Year or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, and have a great, great time. You might not see us again for the New Year or until the New Year. If you know you won't, we'll be living our lives. But we will probably come back with either our year in review next at end of January, early February, or maybe one episode after that point. Before that, I mean. Josh, any final thoughts?
Holidays are fun. Hope everyone is having good ones.
Stay safe.
As always, do fun Christmassy things or holiday things, whatever you do or don't do. Do it safe. Do it with Christmas movies, because no matter what you celebrate, Christmas movies are great. Watch
And
the
from
holdovers.
the 25th, I was going to say the 25th through the 31st is the best time to watch the holdovers.
Yes.
For sure. I'm probably going to watch it in between the holiday season so I can feel that extra little same feeling he got.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see you all in the new year.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.